Hi everyone, today is September 15th, 2019, 2:55 p.m. It is currently 80 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 27 degrees Celsius. I'll be taking you on a walk of Kensington in the borough of Brooklyn today. I just got off the F train at the Church Avenue station. This is the Albemarle Road and McDonald Avenue exit near Church Avenue. Actually, only one block south of here is Church Avenue. Kensington is mainly a residential neighborhood in Brooklyn, the main streets being McDonald Avenue and Ocean Parkway. There's also Coney Island Avenue on the eastern end. But this is McDonald Avenue where the F train runs underneath. So as you can see, it's a very sunny day. Clear weather. Summer is almost about to come to an end. So as I stated before, Kensington is a neighborhood in the smack dab center of Brooklyn. It's located directly south of Prospect Park and the Greenwood Cemetery. Coney Island Avenue is the eastern border. Fort Hamilton Parkway and Caton Avenue is the north. And McDonald Avenue, which is the street I'm on right now, is the western border. The southern border is 18th Avenue. And the neighborhoods surrounding it are Windsor Terrace to the north, Borough Park to the west, and Midwood to the south. That's a huge pothole right there. Or it could be a manhole that's unevenly level with the road, which it is. Even when New York City does its road repair work, it doesn't make the manhole covers flush center with the grade of the road. It causes a lot of problems for people. Here's the Kensington branch of the US Postal Service. It has windows that are boarded up, which doesn't make the neighborhood too attractive, but hey, that's the US Postal Service for you. The windows may be boarded up, but you'll get your mail delivered anywhere in the nation, including Alaska and Hawaii. For the price of a stamp, you can deliver a first-class letter. So what I'll do here once I approach Church Avenue is make a left, just so I can show you a little bit of Ocean Parkway. I'm going to take Church Avenue to Ocean Parkway, which I particularly like because it's tree lined and there's a lot of shade here. I don't particularly like walking in the direct sunlight like this. Let me tell you a little bit of history about Kensington. Kensington was originally colonized by the Dutch farmers during the 17th century within the town of Flatbush. British colonists resettled it in 1737, and it was developed formally in 1885 after Ocean Parkway was developed. And the neighborhood actually is named after the place and borough in West London after the turn of the century. Once I get to Ocean Parkway, I'll tell you a little bit of history about Ocean Parkway. But this is Church Avenue right now. You have a lot of different varied businesses here, optical store and pharmacy. Here's a 99-cent discount store. There's a grocery market across the street, the Carnival Fresh Market. Here you have the New York City staple, the Hot Bagel and Deli's place. You can get bagels for very, very cheap. They're one of the most affordable food options in the city. There's something about bagels that make it very desirable to eat here. Some people say it's the water, some people say it's the way the flour is made, but honestly, I don't know. Here we got Carvel, the ice cream business. Here's a meat supply store and general grocery store. Another 99-cent discount store and superstore. A lot of discount stores here actually. There's another one across the street. Looks like they're selling certain fabrics. There's a nail salon and also a pizzeria. That pizzeria is interestingly named Corner Pizza, beginning with a K. Here's a Halal Express Chinese kitchen. So they combine halal cuisine with Chinese fast food. And next to it is ⁴ No. 2, which it looks to be another Chinese takeout restaurant. I guess that one's not halal. Here's your corner deli and grocery store, the Magic Deli and Grocery Store. These delis and grocery stores do seem like magic because they seem like they pop out of every single corner you go to. I'll tell you a little bit about the demographics of the neighborhood. It's 47.9% white, 6.9% African American, 0.1% Native American, 24.1% Asian, and 0.7% from other races. Hispanic and Latino of any race is 17.6%. Here on the corner of East 4th Street and Church Avenue, we have the sake Japanese cuisine. Here's the Asia Harbor restaurant. I'm looking at the canopy now. They have Japanese, Thai, Chinese, all takeout food. So wide variety of Asian fusion in there. One of the best things I like about New York is there's so many different ethnicities represented here that you can just basically go to like anywhere in the city and get like a specific type of cuisine. Looks like someone's starting a garden here in the middle. Interesting, with sunflowers and oh, this one looks like it's seen better days. But cooler temperatures are coming, folks. This is kind of an anomaly today. A few days ago it was actually around 60 degrees Fahrenheit in the morning and I had to wear a light jacket. So here is the Flatbush Jewish Center. There's a lot of history here with different religions as well as the demographics. Brooklyn is actually the largest population of Jewish people outside of Israel. Here's the Bialik School. Shar Torah welcomes you. I apologize if I'm pronouncing any of these names incorrectly, but I'm trying. And now I just hit Ocean Parkway. Ocean Parkway is interesting because this is the start of the sidewalk bike lane all the way to Coney Island. There's actually a strange path you have to come in order to connect here with Prospect Park, but you have a bike lane that goes right down the center here with these tree-lined streets all the way down to Coney Island. Here you can see the exterior of the building, the Alberto and Victoria Saba building. Ocean Parkway is lined into for fire trucks telling vehicles to move over to the right, which they're not doing. That's why they're announcing over the loudspeaker. But that's just the way it is in New York. When there's emergencies, emergency personnel expect you to move because someone's life's in the danger. Whether it's a medical emergency, someone could be having a heart attack, a fire, someone's trapped in an elevator, or police, someone's getting robbed or physically assaulted. They need to be there stat. So make way for emergency services. You don't want to be the other person, the receiving end, and be like, where's the police, where's the cops, where's my fire personnel, I need to get out of here. But as I was saying before, there's 4 different sections of Ocean Parkway. There's a southbound local lane for vehicle traffic. There's also a southbound express lane, and there's also a northbound express lane and also a northbound local lane. So it's a very, very wide street. And Ocean Parkway only extends only a little bit into Kensington, running from Church Avenue to 18th Avenue. What I'll do here is I'll walk on the median here of Ocean Parkway. I like to walk in the middle here better than the far right side, just because there's more people gathered here and more activity in general. The left side here is for bicycles and the right side here is for pedestrians. Also interesting to note that they have these blue dots here on all the trees. I believe this may be an official hiking trail. Not exactly sure what exactly the trail's name is, but from my general knowledge, that's what the blue dots mean. They resemble, they're pinpointing the location of a hiking trail. But Kensington actually has a lot of different homes of various styles. They have some brick and brownstone townhouses, and also some single and 2-family homes with yards and garages. There's also a lot of post-war apartment buildings like across the street. Some of them even have some co-ops in there. Co-op stand for cooperative. It's kind of a unique way of living because in a cooperative, the owners of the entire building, like say you own apartment 1A and then your neighbor owns apartment 2C. 1A and 2C both own the entire property collectively. That's how a co-op works. They elect a board which sets all the rules, and they can pretty much do what they want with the building. So you just saw there's bicycles to the side here. And to my right, there's some more large-scale apartment buildings. Some children out here riding their bicycles. So Ocean Parkway is pretty much like this all the way down to Coney Island. Tree-lined streets with benches and sometimes tables where people can play games like chess and cards. But once I get to Avenue C, I'm going to make a left and show you Coney Island Avenue. Coney Island Avenue is the other main street in Kensington. It shares the border with Flatbush. You know what, the light has just changed and I don't feel like waiting for the light again, so I'll just keep continuing south on Ocean Parkway, and then I'll make a left onto the next street. The next street being Avenue D, I believe. No, it's Cortelyou Road. It's very strange how Brooklyn's naming scheme is for their streets, because once you get below a certain point, they start naming their letters, the street names by the letters of the alphabet. They have Avenue C, Avenue F, but it really only seems continuous from Avenue Z to Avenue H. Once you get past above Avenue H, then like there's no more Avenue F and Avenue D. I really don't know why they did it that way, but it's just weird. But Cortelyou Road is the next block, and the one after that is called Ditmas Avenue, which I guess would be considered the Avenue D if they named it like that, but hey, that's what they named it as. Here's some more apartment buildings. Actually seems to be very quiet today. I don't imagine the local streets would be very noisy. It would happen more on the express lane over here. But there it is. It's nice to see a lot of cyclists here exercising and enjoying themselves, and here's a big group of sparrows. They always seem to be very energetic and just fly about so quickly. I did read somewhere that some cities have considered sparrows actually a pest because they don't produce any audible like songs that are noticeable or pleasing to hear. They just kind of like chirp and not do anything, and they just fly around real quickly and poop. But I kind of like the sparrows. They are very energetic and they just go around and hop everywhere and eat stuff. I'm not really sure if sparrows exist where you live, but I do know that the pigeons, which is the descendants of the African rock dove, they're very prevalent in many cities throughout the world. They're one of the most easily adapted bird species because Many of these cities, they have tall ledges and rooftops, which make it very easy for the pigeons to perch on. Those ledges and rooftops resemble a lot of their cliffs and ledges in native Africa. That's why they're called the rock dove. So I just crossed over Ocean Parkway onto Cortelyou Road, and I'm going to walk all the way to Coney Island Avenue. So Coney Island Avenue is infamous for being a very, very traffic lined street. There's a plan by the mayor called Vision Zero, which hopes to reduce all traffic fatalities to zero, hence the name Vision Zero. So Coney Island Avenue was actually a focus for one of these streets now, because there was a major bicycle and pedestrian and car accident, or crash, depending on the way you define it. I like to use the word crash because accident kind of implies that there was no fault on any party. But so this car crash happened where there was a teenager who just blew through a red light at speed on Coney Island Avenue, and it made another car that was traveling with the right-of-way through the green light swerve into a cyclist, killing the man and also injuring a pedestrian on the sidewalk. So it looks like the traffic's free. I'm gonna walk on the other side of the street just because there's more shade over here. Okay. Here's the Ditmas Educational Complex, IS 62, standing for Intermediate School. Nice quiet street here. I like these buildings with the brickwork. They have some nice flowers here on the side. Not all pretty, but then again, the springtime is all over and summer's coming to an end, so you're not going to get much flowers now. So here's a Mexican diner. They're currently open. Also, I noticed another one across the street over there. This is a Islamic and Masjid school. The windows are all tinted though, so I couldn't really tell if it's open or not. So auto repair and body shop. There's the other Mexican restaurant I was telling you, the Taqueria Maria and Ricardo restaurant. So here I'm at Coney Island Avenue, which is the eastern border of Kensington with the western border of Flatbush. It's a very, very busy street here. As I told you about before, there was the car crash on Coney Island Avenue. Not in this neighborhood, it was in the Borough Park neighborhood, which is not too far away. But as implied by the name, Coney Island Avenue goes all the way down to Coney Island, down to, I believe, Brighton Beach Avenue. The northern end of Coney Island Avenue is actually Prospect Park, at Prospect Park Southwest. Prospect Park is weird in that it's kind of an irregular shape, and all the names of the streets on the border of it are kind of weird. They have Prospect Park West, Prospect Park Southwest, Parkside Avenue, which is kind of like the real southern border of Prospect Park, Ocean Avenue, and also Washington Avenue, which is the eastern border of Prospect Park. And then the northern boundary of Prospect Park is Eastern Parkway. So I really don't know why they don't rename it like Prospect Park East and Prospect Park North, but that's just the way Brooklyn is. Like I told you before, there's Avenue C, but there's no Avenue D. There's a lot of auto body places here, and kind of like industrial places too. Heating, electrical, plumbing. Another plumbing business across the street with its gates shuttered. Here we got some painting supplies. And I'm going to show you a little bit of a secret once I get down to 18th Avenue that I kind of find interesting, that I didn't want to reveal before. Here's another Mexican food restaurant. Ooh, hello there. Shattered window, not good to see. Here's a gas station. Currently the price of regular gasoline is $2.67 and 9/10 of a penny for regular gasoline. So here's Ditmas Avenue, right? There's no other street to the left. So where does Ditmas Avenue continue at? Well, the next block. But I'll show you something that's very interesting about the next block. That doesn't really make sense through Brooklyn because the streets are kind of like discontinuous anyway. Here's a bus that's not in service. Here's a phone repair place. And now here's the brand that's associated throughout the world and known globally. McDonald's. I'm sure most people viewing this video has heard of McDonald's, but they still have a dollar menu, although inflation has caught up to McDonald's and a lot of menu items aren't offered for $1 anymore. Okay, here I'm at the southern border of Kensington, or at least according to Wikipedia, it's the southern border. Google Maps has the southern border extending all the way to ⁴ Avenue. But remember what I said before about Ditmas Avenue? Here's 18th Avenue on this side of the street. And once I turn my camera, there's Ditmas Avenue again. So why don't we just continue on Ditmas Avenue? I need to catch a subway going back anyway, so I might as well show you a little bit of the next neighborhood over as I walk over to the train, which is the Q train. So this is the Flatbush neighborhood of Brooklyn. Very varied neighborhood of different residential home styles, but this area is very, very quiet, residential. Lots of detached homes here, single families, two families. The fence for this property needs a little bit of work, but the house seems to be in decent shape right now. But I'm going to make my way south to the Newkirk Plaza subway station on the letter Q train. Originally it was called Newkirk Avenue, the train station, but now it's called Newkirk Plaza. A very nice tree-lined street on Ditmas Avenue. New York City isn't all about tall skyscrapers and big buildings, you know. We do have some streets that are tree-lined and very residential, like here in Brooklyn on Ditmas Avenue. So it looks like this house is really nice over here. I'm going to make my way over to the 2 blocks more at Marlborough Avenue. No, excuse me, Marlborough Road. I'm going to make a right at, and then take that south to the train station at Newkirk Plaza. So I'm reading here on Wikipedia, the subway station was renamed from Newkirk Avenue to Newkirk Plaza because of an extension renovation that was done at the station. There was also some changes done to the shopping mall of the same name, so that's why they renamed the station as Newkirk Plaza. Have to be a little bit careful there because that sidewalk wasn't level with the rest of it. I almost tripped. So I'm reading another article. This is something I love. The reason why I love doing this walks, I can read up on history while I'm doing them. There's also a article that says that there's the Newkirk Plaza is the oldest open air shopping mall in the United States. So might as well check it out. I'm going there anyway. I never knew this. But it looks like it's undergone a lot of changes. I hear Mr. Softy in the background. Nice bright yellow house there in the background. Going to walk south on this street now at Marlborough Road. And Newkirk Plaza should only be about 1 block down. That'll be Newkirk Avenue, and I'll make a left and show you Newkirk Plaza. So when I go there, it's going to be a platform that I'll just tell you. Okay. Yeah. Looks like the rock doves, or they're commonly known as New York City pigeons, are being fed bread across the street. This is why they're thriving, folks, because people feed them. So here's Newkirk Avenue. I'm going to show you a little bit of Newkirk Plaza, which is the oldest open-air shopping mall in the United States, Newkirk Plaza. Wonder where it could be. Up, I see it right now. I actually had to cross the street there to get to it. It's actually over that way. So let's look out for traffic. Okay, I can go, just be quick about it. So here's Newkirk Plaza. Very interesting. I've never actually been here before. And there's the subway station right below me. So this is the oldest outdoor US shopping mall in the nation. It's a Mexican restaurant, optical store, a wireless store. Here's a buy and sell gold, watches and jewelry.
From my generation it is.
Someone's excited. New Yorkers got places to be, places to do. Sometimes they need to express themselves in order to get what they need. So there's that. We got a wines and liquor store here, Dunkin' Donuts, grocery store. Oh wow, and there's more places across the overpass too. Look at this. Very, very neat. It's Pablo's restaurant, Double Dragon Chinese restaurant. Here's the subway station at Newkirk Plaza. Wow, I'm glad I came here. I've never been here to Newkirk Plaza, but there's a lot of interesting shops here. I never knew about this place. There's a fruit market over there, nail salon, coffee shop too. Wow. And also there's Gyro King. Gyros, falafels, and kebabs. Prices are very reasonable here too. And they have a branch of the Chase Bank here. Okay, so now I'm walking on the eastern side of the plaza, making my way up to the subway station. But anyway, that does it for this video. Hope you enjoy this walk of Kensington down Ocean Parkway, Church Avenue, Coney Island Avenue, and parts of Flatbush to the Newkirk Plaza subway station. Be sure to give this a big like. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, so you know when I'll post a new video. Ring that notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. And I'll see you all next time.